lattice multiplication. So this is a method that a lot of people are not familiar with, but it is something that's very useful for a lot of students who are visual learners. So let's look at how we set this up. Normally with the 36 times 23 you do the traditional algorithm, which would be this, and you multiply it out. But instead we're going to change the way it's set up. We're going to change it to 3, 6, that's the 36, and 2, 3. And then what's going to happen is we're going to draw these boxes. And the boxes are the key parts of lattice. So what now is going to happen is we're going to draw some lines that connect diagonally, like that. So now what do you do? Okay, you got it set up all right. So now all you're going to do is you're going to multiply this out, and the reason why some kids like this is it's a multiplication problem with just single digits. So we start off at this bottom right box. What's 3 times 6? That's 18. So 1, 8. What's 2 times 6? That's 12. So it's 1, 12. So you get that the 1 goes above because that's the tens column, and the 2 goes below because that's the ones column in that case. So now we move over and we go ahead and we do we're doing the bottom left box now. What's 3 times 3? That's going to be 9. So it's 0, 9. And what's 2 times 3? That's 0, 6. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add up, and I'm going to go and figure out everything below this orange line when I add it up. And the only thing below that orange line is an 8. Okay, so now I'm going to do everything below or between these two orange lines. I'm going to add up everything. What's 2 plus 1? That's 3. Plus 9, that's going to be 12. So 12, I can't write down 12 there because I need a single digit, so it needs to be 2. And then I carry the 1 up here, just like you would carry the 1 in normal multiplication or addition. So now this is 1 plus 1 plus 6, because I'm going to go ahead and do everything between now these two lines. 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 0, that's just going to be 8. And now I do everything above that last one, which is just going to be 0. So my answer should be 828. So let's just see if that works. 3 times 6, that's 18. 3 times 3, that's 9, plus 1 more, that's going to be 108. Now we're multiplying by tens, so that's why with the 2 I add the 0. 2 times 6 is going to be 12. Carry the 1 again. 2 times 3, that's 6, plus 1 more is going to be 7. And check it out, when I add them up together, I end up with the exact same number. It's just done a different way. So really it's a matter of comfort for students as to which way they prefer. For some people they think that the lattice is more time consuming, but it's really about making the students feel comfortable with it. So let's try a different problem here. 316 times 21. Okay, so now this set of boxes is going to look a little bit differently, but it still is the same method. I put the number, first number across the top, and then the second number on the side. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this, set it up just like I did before. And so now I draw these diagonals. Diagonals are important because it makes it clear what you're adding up, so you need to be careful with that. So now I'm just going to start multiplying things together. I've got to start with the bottom right one, which is what's 1 times 6? That's going to be 0, 6, because it's just 6. What's 2 times 6? That's going to be 12, so 1, 2. 1 above and then 2 below. What's 1 times 1? Now I'm going to move over, I'm going to move bottom middle, so what's 1 times 1? That's just 1, 0, 1. What's 1 times 2? That's just 2. So now I'm going to move to the left bottom. So what's 3 times 1? That's 3. And what's 3 times 2? That's going to be 6. So 0 and 6. So now I just start adding things up, and I'm just still going to use the red here. So What's everything below that red line? That's just 6. What's everything between these two red lines? That's going to be 2 plus 0 plus 1. That's going to be 3. What's everything between these next set of red lines? 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 3. That's going to be 6. Now what's everything between these two red lines? That's just going to be 0 plus 6 plus 0. That's just going to be 6. So my answer should be, if I go around, I'm going to go from left, from the top here, and go around like this, and read it that way. So it's going to be 6,636. And let's just do this up here to just make sure it's clear that this is right. If you're doing the traditional algorithm, it's going to be what's 1 times 316? That's just 316. I do the 0, and 2 times 6, that's 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 1, that's 2, plus 1 more, that's 3. 2 times 3, that's 6. So when you do it all together, that's 6, 3, 6, 6. So it works. Yes, it does. And really, it's just setting up the problem the right way. You can multiply 18-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers, and it will work.